From the moment the Holy Ghost was released or was poured out, the first thing he empowered them to do was to pray. After the Holy Ghost was poured out upon these guys, and they began to speak in other tongues, and all the things that they were doing began to arouse the attention of people who were around. Some people said that these ones are drunk, some said they are mad. And then in Peter's rebuttal, he began to preach to them and explain from Joel's prophecy down to the resurrection of Jesus that the outpouring of the Spirit is a product of prophecy and is a sign that Jesus has been what? Coronated Lord and Christ. He says that is what is responsible for what you now see and you now hear. When it was done, the Bible said they were preached to their hearts and they wanted to be saved. I believe certain things happened because now the Holy Ghost had come upon this young man. This was the same person that ran away when a slave girl accosted him. Are you not? He said, I don't even know who is Jesus. Same guy suddenly was bold, began to preach the gospel with boldness. And boldness was not the only thing Peter preached with. He preached with conviction that when he was done with his sermon, 3,000 people made a decision to become Christian from one sermon. That means a spice had been added to this guy's life. And that little exercise of praying in tongues that they did in the upper room, it made some things available. Are you here?
Yes, sir.
And he began to preach with a different power now. That's part of the things that the Holy Ghost does. He comes to upgrade you, comes to give you heavenly reinforcement. The agenda of the Spirit of God is to ensure that you can begin to do the natural things supernaturally and the supernatural things naturally. So he comes and he finds residence inside of you and begins to upgrade your potential. It's normal to talk, but it is supernatural to talk by utterance. It's normal to speak, but it is supernatural to speak and birth conviction. Utterance is not just communication. Utterance is a certain kind of communication that conveys the heart of God to the heart of man in a way that they can understand, as if it was God himself that was speaking. That's what utterance is. It's a privilege that a mortal is granted to communicate on behalf of a spirit. That was part of the reinforcement that Peter received, and he preached based on that. And when it was done, 3,000 men were added.